Alright, what up? What up, YouTube? Told you I was gonna start being more consistent. Well, if you're watching this, it's because I was on my word. I stood 10 toes on what I said that I was gonna start posting again frequently. So let's go. Um, the new Black Panther by Emergency Awesome.
If you are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe.
By the way, I'm so down as for DAMSON Idris, if I say his name, to be the new Black Panther. I'm so down, bro. It's been long enough time. I'm trying to say that from the passing of Chadwick Boseman. I think it's been long enough. 3, 2, 1. Bro. Dum, 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 dum.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. Recently, Marvel and Vogue held a special Black Panther event featuring a bunch of the
Yeah,
characters and a
that
lot
shit
of the big
was
actors from
awesome.
Marvel and Hollywood, fueling a lot
That
of
shit was
theories
awesome.
about Black Panther 3 and them recasting Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa Black Panther.
I remember when they started sharing pictures of this Vogue shit. I was like, oh shit. They already started making the new Black Panther, the next Black Panther movie. But now it's for Vogue. I was still hyped. I was still hyped. The fact that Vogue like put Dora Milaje, I hope I'm saying it right, on Vogue and on a catwalk. I hope once again I'm saying that right. I'm like the shit that models walk on and shit. So happy with that. That was awesome.
With a brand new actor who will become the main Black Panther after Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, the big Marvel reboot heading into Marvel Phase 7. Even though it might seem like Marvel is mostly focused on X-Men stuff after Secret Wars, they do have very, very big plans for their Black Panther characters. Just looking at the Marvel movie release schedule, Black Panther 3 is still scheduled to be the first Marvel movie after Avengers Secret Wars. It's scheduled to come out February 2028, just 2 months after Secret Wars, since they delayed that till Christmas 2027. So we'll explain what's going on with that movie in Marvel's current plans for Black Panther, just in general, in Avengers Doomsday, since that's the next place we're going to see Shuri, who will still be Black Panther during that movie.
Yeah.
If you are brand new to the channel, be sure to
Which I
subscribe to
also
get all the
love.
videos. We should be getting a
I know a
couple
lot of
more
people don't
big
like
trailers
that
before the end of the year as well,
Shuri
too.
became the new
But the
Black Panther,
reason why
but
you're
I
seeing
liked it.
this is that Marvel and Vogue held a special event at
It felt
Universal
natural.
Hollywood. This is literally the same place where I go to the theme park for Hollywood
I
Horror
know a
Nights
lot of
every
that
once
games
in a
with
while.
me.
I had no idea that they were doing this special Black Panther event while all this Horror Nights stuff was going on. Like, it was a secret event. But you can actually see they featured the Dora Milaje, like they brought back Angela Bassett as Queen Ramonda, who was supposed to be dead in present
Dead.
day after Namor killed her after Wakanda Forever. She was leading this show. They brought back Denai Guerrera, who was in her full Dora Milaje suit, leading a bunch of other Dora Milaje, as well as a bunch of male warriors in Wakandan suits. Men aren't allowed to be part of the Dora Milaje, though. They'd either be Hatut Zaraze or just common infantry in their army. You also probably recognize Teyana Taylor even became a Dora Milaje for the event. I don't know if she's supposed to be in Black Panther 3 or joining the Dora Milaje. I assume she just joined them for this particular event.
Yeah.
But the real reason why people were freaking out was that Damson Idris was featured at the event arm in arm with Angela Bassett while she was actually leading the event.
If nobody told him to do that, he knew what he was doing, bruh. He knew what the fuck he was doing.
He wasn't wearing a traditional Wakandan suit, but the fact that they focused so much here on the two of them being together, like she was supporting him as much as he was supporting her, fueled a lot of theories that he is Marvel's current top pick to become the new T'Challa Black Panther, because Marvel is doing so much stuff at this event with Vogue. So a lot of people viewed this as Marvel soft launching their new Black Panther to gauge fan reaction. Marvel does that sometimes. This isn't one of their now famous leaks that they leak themselves to generate hype. Like, they're not purposefully leaking their new Black Panther or anything like that. But because Damson Idris himself has talked publicly about becoming the new Black Panther so much recently, he and Angela Bassett definitely seem like they did this on
My
purpose.
fault. I'm
Like,
about to
this
keep
is the
canoeing.
Queen Ramonda endorsing the new Black Panther. They are definitely leaning into all of this fan speculation and all
Oh,
this news.
guaranteed,
He was amazing
guaranteed.
in the F1 movie if you didn't see it. The movie
I
itself
don't
did
watch that.
gangbusters performance as well too.
Haven't seen
You
that.
all probably remember earlier this year all the Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars concept art that leaked out depicting a new
That
T'Challa
was
Black
this
Panther
year.
that looked
Oh shit,
just
that was
like
last
him.
year.
So already it seemed like Marvel was considering him to be one of those characters, and now you see him rolled out with a whole bunch of Marvel Black Panther actors at a big event. And then recently, during an interview for the F1 movie that he's in right now, kind of confirms that he is talking to Marvel about being that new Black
Oh
Panther.
yeah, this
Next Black Panther.
my
Have
boy
you had any
said.
conversations about that?
Boy goes, guess no. Like, nigga.
Yes or no?
Yes, no.
By the way, the yes no means yes.
That is exactly what you say when you're definitely in talks with Marvel and you don't want to get shot by Kevin Feige and his snipers. Just look at some of the big Marvel actors that are here standing around with them. So this is Ayo Edebiri. She was supposed to play
Yes,
Mockingbird.
she was supposed to play the character that Mel played. I mean, the character Mel from Thunderbolts. She was supposed to play that character. And then Steven Yeun, Invincible, the voice of Invincible, and he's also known for mad of the shit, beef and all that shit. Um, he was supposed to be Sentry. They had concept art, and everything for Steven Yeun as the Sentry. It looked dope. It looked dope. And it's funny because um when he was still gonna play the Sentry, he had went to go had I think he had a conversation, he had a dinner with Robert Kirkman, the creator of Invincible, the comics, and The Walking Dead and all the shit. And it's funny, Steven Yeun told him, I guess I play heroes that like to wear a lot of yellow and blue or gold and blue. And that shit was fucking hilarious because because Invincible has yellow and blue. So that shit was funny. Anyways, I would like to see him as the Sentry. I think Steven Yeun would have killed it as a Sentry as well. Because especially with his performance from Beef, dude. Like, dude, that shit's crazy.
In the Thunderbolts movie, Val's assistant, but she had a scheduling conflict and had to drop out. You probably recognize Laura Harrier standing right next
Oh,
to her. She played Liz
what up, Brody? I got you, bro. I'm probably gonna check it after this shit. Before I go to sleep, I'll check it, bro. I got you.
is the Vulture's daughter during Spider-Man Homecoming. Jeff Goldblum, the Grand Master, is standing right behind them. You probably recognize Regé-Jean Page on Angela Bassett's other side. This is Lakeith Stanfield right behind them. And way back there, you might recognize Elizabeth Debicki's head poking over the background. She played Ayesha during the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And way back in the right, like way tiny, is Kyle MacLachlan. So it is full of Marvel actors and actors who are also associated with Marvel. Based on the progression right now with Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars, and Black Panther 3, it sounds like their plan is to leave Shuri as the Black Panther for Avengers Doomsday. And then when we get to Avengers Secret Wars, they bring back more multiverse characters, they introduce more really big twists, just because some of the narrative opportunities that something like Battleworld from the more recent Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars actually offers them, they can get way crazier with the story, and it's way easier to believe some of these huge twists, like an adult version of this young T'Challa Jr. showing up. And now it does seem like Marvel's plan is to, instead of just straight up recast a version of T'Challa Black Panther, they will just age up his son, and he will be the new Black Panther, eventually taking the mantle from Shuri once he is of age. So it's sort of Marvel having its cake and eating it too. Like they didn't want to
Hold on, what you mean, bro? What you mean you can't watch my stream? Like you can't watch me or you don't want to watch me?
straight up recast Chadwick Boseman's version of Black Panther because they felt like he was so iconic. But it really does seem like Marvel has been missing. It really needs a traditional version of T'Challa Black Panther for a lot of the core stories from the comics that it wants to do, and that's why they're going to age this young version of the character up. Everybody let me know in the comments what you think about DAMSON Idris being the new version of that Black Panther. It's still going to be a long ways before Avengers
Hold up, YouTube. I'm gonna check something real quick. Wait, so how can you hear me, bro? Hold up, YouTube. Hold up, YouTube. Hold up, YouTube. I'm gonna get back to that. Hold up. Oh, it's I can see it, bro. My stream is fine, Brody. Bro. My stream is fine, Brody. Oh, all right, YouTube. I'm back.
Secret Wars actually hits screens, so it is possible that they could find somebody else if they want, but it just sounds like Damson Idris is definitely at the top of their list right now. Most of what we know about Black Panther 3, which is supposed to come after Avengers Secret Wars, actually comes from Denzel Washington. Thank you very much for joining the Spoiler Bros. Denzel Washington is going to be a big character in the movie. This is the clip of him leaking that a while ago. He said he got in really big trouble with Kevin Feige and Marvel for doing that, but he's Denzel. Like, he doesn't care about this. Like, him being in Black Panther 3 is more of a favor to them than it is them doing him a favor.
After that, Ryan Coogler is writing a part for me in the next Black Panther. After that, I'm going to do the film Othello. After that, I'm going to do King Lear. After that, I'm going to retire.
The current report is that he's going to be one of the villains of the movie, if not the main villain. But the even bigger
I don't know who's
news
gonna
is
play
the
it.
whole reason why Kevin Feige announced that Black Panther 3, normally they'd wait to the last possible minute to announce something, is because he was actually revealing that one of his most powerful producers inside Marvel was actually leaving the studio, like was quitting Marvel. So it's an absolutely wild way to announce your next biggest movie that's coming out as part of like this really huge franchise that's earned you so much money. It'd be like Kevin Feige talking about bringing Daredevil and Kingpin back, and within that, like a couple minutes into his conversation, was like, oh, and by the way, we're also going to be doing Spider-Man 4. Daredevil's probably going to be in that movie too. Like, wait a minute, we have so many more questions now. The producer who quit Marvel is Nate Moore. He's been like Kevin Feige's second in command for a
Yeah.
long time, like one of the most powerful producers at Marvel since back in Marvel Phase 1. He didn't really become a huge person inside the Marvel eco-structure till like Marvel Phase 2, though, on the Captain America movies. But one of the upcoming movies that Nate Moore was attached to was the Iron Man Armor Wars movie. So it sounds like some of his future projects at Marvel did get canceled just because so many movies and TV shows got suddenly canceled when Marvel pulled way back to do more quality control. Kevin Feige said that there's no bad blood with him actually leaving the studio, and he's still going to be doing Black Panther 3 with them, even though by the time they start filming, he'll have left Marvel for a couple years. So there's no big conspiracy or anything like that. Like, it's a very standard Hollywood situation, even with
Yeah.
non-big comic book movies.
I'm happy he left on good terms. I'm happy he left on good terms with Marvel. He just wanna do his own thing, feel me? He's gonna do his own shit.
Franchises. The bigger news behind the scenes, and I think this gets back to everybody wanting them to recast Black Panther with like a new version of T'Challa, is that because Kevin Feige and Marvel are letting Ryan Coogler take as much time as he wants to actually write Black Panther 3, now it's not going to come out till after Secret Wars. Meaning that it would be released in sort of like the reboot era of the MCU because they're using Secret Wars to do like a soft reboot, recast actors that they want to, change backstories, so that just everything exists on the same Earth in the same universe and it all makes sense going forward. You don't need like 10 different universes to explain where all these different characters come from. So there are a couple of things that Marvel can do now with the plot of Black Panther 3 that they couldn't do before when they were originally going to release Black Panther 3 before Secret Wars.
My name is Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa.
They can
Yo,
either
that shit make
age
me
up the young
cry.
T'Challa
Oh my
Jr.
god.
and
In
make
the
him the
theater?
new Black Panther by the end of Black Panther 3 and then going into Black Panther 4, just because they will make a billion Black Panther movies till the heat death of the universe. Or they can just use this as an opportunity to recast T'Challa because we're probably going to see a multiverse version of T'Challa Black Panther in Secret Wars. Like,
Oh,
something
for
like
sure.
Killmonger will come from another universe and he'll be Black Panther from that universe. Either way, just expect to see multiverse Black Panthers in the next couple years with the next couple Avengers movies. But I do think that Marvel has wanted to do more of the traditional big Black Panther stories from the comics and make them more comic book accurate. It's just that the past couple of years, they've had a big problem doing that with Chadwick Boseman passing away.
Dude, I wish they never killed off Claw. Claw is a big villain to T'Challa. I'm trying to say, like, dude, That's one thing I don't like about the MCU. They kill a lot of their villains, and I know I probably sound like mad people. We probably hear that from mad people, but it's true. That's one thing about the MCU. Like, dude, they always kill their villains. It's like, dude, you could keep them. They come back, and sometimes some of those villains come back even bigger and better. You know what I'm trying to say in the comics, and they could adapt those stories. But hopefully, they start doing that after Secret Wars. Like, their villains, they don't kill them. They just lock them up or they put them away, whatever, for them to come back and be a threat later. You know what I'm trying to say.
And then them having to pivot to Shuri Black Panther. So I think likely Shuri will be the main Black Panther at the beginning of Black Panther 3. Then by the end of that movie, she will have given up the mantle. And it'll either be a recast version of T'Challa that shows up, or it'll be the younger T'Challa Jr., who they've aged up to the point where he can actually take the
Excuse
mantle.
me.
This was the big arc that Ryan Coogler said that he wanted to tell with the Black Panther stories that they'll likely incorporate to Black Panther 3. The thing about that story is that he doesn't need to make T'Challa Jr. the new Black Panther yet in order to tell that, but it makes more sense if he is the new Black Panther, so we'll see how that all plays out. And at least the way things are shaping up, post Secret Wars, they're focusing less on multiverse aspects. I think Black Panther 3 is also meant to be more of an Earth based MCU movie with not a lot of multiverse elements, more like Captain America Brave New World is more of an Earth based movie, as opposed to something like Deadpool and Wolverine, which is like full on multiverse. So for everybody that wants to see Black Panther, for instance, get together with Storm inside the MCU in live action, they can actually do that in Black Panther 3, now that after that we'll be doing a whole bunch of X-Men stuff. But that will be like a Black Panther 4 kind of twist. There's a bunch of big stuff coming up. We'll probably get a couple more teasers for Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day by the end of the year. Of course, I will do all the videos for that stuff. But we also just had New York Comic Con. Marvel released a whole bunch of trailers. Some of them leaked out from New York Comic Con. I've done
Yeah.
videos for most of those. Click here for my Daredevil Born Again Season 2 trailer, and click here for my X-Men 97 Season 2 trailer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, Brody. Another great video. But yo, while I was watching this too, I was thinking like, yo, do y'all like this ultra wide shit? Cause I right now I use a ultra wide monitor. So when I upload videos to YouTube, it has like those black bars on the top and the bottom. Does that bother you or not? Because if that bothers you, I could change it. I could use the monitor that I'm using right here to for OBS and all that. I could put that monitor here and I could put this monitor there. So like that, if I don't like the black bars, I could put it, regularly. Like I said, this is an ultra wide monitor. So if I don't like that, if it bothers y'all, let me know. I could switch it. I could go to regular I think it's what 1920. That's what it is. I could be wrong. But yeah. All right. Like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what y'all think. Appreciate y'all. And like I said, yo, I'm gonna start posting way more frequently. I just had I was a little stuck on what to do with YouTube and my live streaming shit, but I'm back on it now. So, and once again, yo, I'm sorry. None of this shit is scripted, so I'll talk off the top of my head, yo. So if I fumble my words, if I don't make no sense, I'm sorry. I'm just getting used to all of this. So bear with me. Bear with me. All right. Deuces. Love y'all. Oh, please like, subscribe, and comment. Please, please, please. All right. Deuces.